Good evening, folks. Welcome to the next game at the Midwest Premier League. Today is an interesting game between Lahore Qalandars and Chicago Cardinals. Lahore Qalandars won the toss and they elected to bat. Saad Ali and Asan Ahmed are here to open the innings, and the bowling. Who's the bowler? Kadri. Abdullah Kadri. It's going to be an interesting game between two equally well balanced teams. Here we go. Good start. That was a quick single. That sets the ball rolling. That's a good ball. Very nice carry. This pitch has got a good amount of bounce, and if a bowler is willing to bend his back, they get a good amount of purchase. Another good ball. Decent start from Abdullah Kadri. Hope he can finish strong. That's a wide, way down the leg side. Another wide. 5 good balls and then followed by 2 wides. Hope those 2 extra deliveries don't prove costly. Great shot. Good finish to the over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 9 of this first edition of the Midwest Premier League. Soman Das into the attack, and this time Hassan Ali goes downtown. It's high in the air, fielder getting underneath it, might not, just falling short of it. Lucky to get away with on that occasion. Sampath Reddy Baraji, he's a wonderful fielder, he doesn't drop many. The ball was just not within his reach. So Lahore Qalandars, they've won the toss. They've elected to bat first. If you can see the entire 9 games, the toss-winning teams have batted first. Oh, brilliant. What pace this is. Oh, could be close, could be close. Oh, no. Oh, that's an overthrow. It's all happening here at the Hanover Park Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. Like us on Facebook, YouTube, and Insta as well. You can like, share, and subscribe, and visit us at midwestcricket.org. Thanks to our sponsors here, S6 Cricket Pro Gear, Masala Twist, the incredible twist that you get along with Desi Tadka, the Indian restaurant for the best biryani around, along with the big sponsors, Yash Technologies. Do a thankless job to the cricketing community all over Midwest. So Soman Das into the attack. So that was a bottom edge, literally on the toe end of the bat. And the batsman just failing to balance himself. There was an opportunity for a run out, which turned into an overthrow and got a single as well. Lucky to get away with on that occasion. Hassan Ahmed, brother of Sarfraz Ahmed, the international Pakistani cricketer. So Saad Ali, one of the fiercest batsmen, played Pakistan international cricket. Oh, this time he pulls one towards the backward. Oh, that's amazing. What a shot this is. Perfectly executed Natra shot. That was pitched in the good length. Nothing wrong about the delivery, but it's just that angle and how good he is and those quick hands. The bat speed, look at that. He just flicked it towards the fine leg for a 6. You can see a lot of local batsmen trying to do the same shot. They would get a 4. But look at how he's generated that bat speed in that awkward angle and still got a 6. The first 6 of the innings. It's just incredible. Somin Das continuing the attack, pressure on him right away. So now that's a smarter delivery. He's trying for those fuller deliveries now. Should have been doing that from the beginning because Saad Ali is watchful with that fuller deliveries and York lengths. But anything short, he'll put it away. My coach used to tell me the only difference between international players and domestic players is that the international players would have played 2,000 balls at every spot in the good length area that the ball can fall. They have that muscle memory. They know when to leave that ball just like that. What a wonderful start this is for the Lahore Qalandars. Somin Das and Abdullah Khadri going about 9 runs in economy. No extras. That's a good thing. Beautiful thing to watch. So at the end of second over, Lahore Qalandars 18 for no loss. So Abdullah Khadri continuing the attack. Oh, brilliant. Hasan Ali just tried to play it towards the covers, edged it towards the third man, still gets a single and gets away with. So, Ranga, what do you think of the balance of the teams here tonight? Who do you think is going to win?
I think they're equally balanced team, slightly in favor of Lahore Qalandars, just for the simple reason that the Chicago Cardinals played a game last night. It was a good game. How much ever you practice, there's only so much the body can take. Playing 2 back-to-back night games is always tiring. So I hope that doesn't show up in any of the intensity from the Chicago Cardinals. So far it hasn't. That we need to see. But so I will give probably a slight edge to Lahore Qalandars from that perspective.
Got it. But you just can't take Cardinals easy, can you? They won with a 83-run margin yesterday night. Should be tired because they just played a game. They're playing back-to-back matches because of these international players. That's a smart strategy though. But you've got to know that it's not easy to play back-to-back matches.
Especially it was also pretty cold last evening, so that also adds to the body not getting fully warmed up.
That's true. That's true. Oh, this time beautifully chipped towards the mid wicket. Oh, what a timing on that occasion. Boundary, it looked like he just chipped that one into the air. For a minute, I thought it might be a single or a double. Went all the way. Look at that timing from this man, Saad Ali. Pure class of international cricket. You get to watch here tonight. So, Ranga, this other thing is most of the teams which batted first ended up winning as well.
I think most people are used to playing in the daylight, so that actually makes a big difference. And chasing in lights, not easy, especially against good attacks. And we see almost all the teams have got pretty good pace attack. So if the power play doesn't go well as planned, for example, yesterday's game, the game was lost in the power play. So I think people are so used to playing in daylight. I think that makes a difference, and that's where we see, like, I don't see anybody winning the toss and actually bowling first.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Oh, this time Saad Ali picks one and lodges it into those houses. A massive one here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Saad Ali, man in form, scores every game he plays, everywhere. So brilliant to watch this guy play. That's a wonderful start for the Lahore Qalandars. They're getting the kind of start that the Cardinals have got last night. Tells you a lot about batting first, and in these conditions, especially when you chase, the lights are not the brightest. You don't expect these lights in international cricket, so it's never easy to play under these lights. They are a little dimmer. It's also hard to field under these lights because the lights are probably about as tall as a palm tree. Look at that. Look at that. Saad Ali Hassan Ahmed, Shahin Ali, Ali Shafiq, Hamad Azam, Anas Mahmood, Manav Brahmat, Hamad Bakshi, Amin Gilani, Mahmood Chowdhury, Najam Iqbal, and Sai Charet. They have got a deep batting lineup here tonight and have got a very composed bowling as well. And look at the Cardinals team. Datta Prakash, spinner. Abdullah Khadri, the man he's bowling right now. Kush Ganji, Suresh Kohli, Lahiru, Sampath, all good batsmen. Sampath can also bowl, along with Deepchand Pinaka, who's an all-rounder. Adnan Yar Khan, he's also an all-rounder. And batsmen, Arvind Chervu, Abhinay, Teet Patel, wonderful spinner, and Somin Das, a fast bowler. It's incredible how these teams are stacked up in this wonderful tournament. So beautiful to watch.
If you see how intelligent Saad Ali is playing, last over he hit a shot over mid-off, so they kept a long off this over. If you saw both the boundaries this over, he's going on the leg side. So he's making a mockery of the field, and that comes with good talent and great intent.
Oh, absolutely. No two things about it. And there's also the ball's gone. So whenever you head towards that cow corner, it's very rare you get the ball back. Lucky they've got the ball back on this occasion. Not easy, because that's dense woods out there outside of the Hanover Park Stadium at the street end.
And the other challenge is once the ball goes into that home, it's very difficult to go without disturbing the owners.
Absolutely.
That's a challenge that we have.
Trespassing in US, that's a felony. So nobody wants to take chances with those.
Last week, me and Sunny went to retrieve a ball. We tried knocking the doors. No one responded for 10 minutes and we had to come back. We didn't want to take a risk.
Absolutely. So the Hanover Park houses here they're so much used to getting that ball and returning it back. Nice people they're all. No two things about it. But there's a lot of baggage that Lahore Qalandars is carrying as well here tonight. If you see here, Hamad Bakshi, he's an excellent bowler and a wonderful batsman some time ago. He hasn't played too much cricket nowadays. It'll be interesting to see how it's going to work out. Good bowling, good comeback from Ahmedullah Khadri.
Sri, you can never keep an experienced person away. I have played with Bakshi quite a while. On his given day, he's extremely difficult to play. His left arm darts are extremely accurate. But again, it all depends on the form that given day, but nothing like a good experience.
No, I'm not really targeting a player here. What I was trying to say is he's been out playing cricket for a long time. This time he goes down towards the mid-on. Oh, that's already towards the long on, and it's a boundary. So right now, Saad Ali is just toying with the bowlers. 25 of 13 balls with 2 sixers and 3 fours. You could already see that 2 sixers is 12, 3 fours is 12. So he's got 24 runs of the 25 runs he's faced in the form of boundaries. Striking at 192. And Hassan Ahmed just simply rotating the strike, striking at 120. Just a perfect combination.
I'm impressed with your math, Sri.
Thank you, Ranga. We just got used to over the years trying to do commentary for so many games around.
It's a great start by Lahore Qalandars. That's exactly what you want when you win the toss and elect to bat. You need to show that intent, and I won't be surprised if they end up with more than 60 runs in the power play. Got 3 more overs to go. Saad Ali is really timing the ball well. He's playing really good. Let's see how the power play goes.
Absolutely. So what I was actually talking to Datta, the captain, just before the game, because I also play for Chicago Cardinals. So we were having a team huddle. I was telling him to start with the spinner because Saad Ali and pace, they never go together. He's used to playing 150 plus for almost 8-9 years in his career. So this pace is easy peasy, easy pickings for him. Somin Das continuing the attack, and look at how brilliant Hassan Ahmed is playing. All his brothers coaching, his international experience coming into play here. Just simply putting it in the gully, getting off strike and bringing Saad Ali on strike. What a perfect way to start for Lahore Qalandars.
That's the best thing to do when somebody is in such form. All you need to do is get him a single, get him on strike, and then see him explode. And Shri, I agree with you. Given last over, I think they should have changed the spinner at this end, at least to change things to see, let Saad Ali make the pace rather than give him pace. I think giving him so much of pace is actually playing into Saad Ali's hands.
Absolutely. And I've seen Saad Ali enough. I've seen him for over the last 3 years now, and I've played with him, opposite him, for almost 8, 9 games. Look at that. That pace, exactly what I was talking about. Even the edges, they go for a boundary. 2 runs on this occasion. That's a good ball. No two things about it. You bowl that pace, you need to have a third man. It's surprising.
Fine leg. You need to have a fine leg for the short ball, but he's having a deep square leg. But if you're bowling that short, you need to really go much higher than the shoulder. Soman Das is bowling real pace, but it's just a question of Saad Ali's one step ahead of Soman Das at this point of time.
Yeah, definitely. He's making Soman Das look like an ordinary bowler. Look at that shot this time.
Yep.
Yes, that was a fuller one right into the block hole. Just missing the block hole by an inch or maybe two. Right in the slot and easy pickings. It's beautifully clowered towards that long off for a boundary. So this is not easy for these youngsters.
Mute, unmute. I'm not able to see the light here. Okay, got it. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that's a 4 again. As you could see, there's at least 30-40 cars parked outside at the street end of the Hanover Park. It's always risky to park the cars there because there's so many sixes being hit. Surprisingly, in all of these years, I've only seen the car windshield broken twice.
Is that your desire, Sri, to see the car windshield getting broken?
Definitely would like to see some. It's exciting.
I hope you not parked your car there, Sri, to take a bet at it.
The league's actually insured to kind of reimburse for it, so I don't really care at this point. But what's brilliant is this man and watching this man play. Look at that chip shot. Just simply placing it towards the mid wicket, and it almost went towards 45 yards. Any good partner would have taken a couple there. Sadev Ali was just having a word with Essen, saying that's easy pickings, buddy. You've got to take those two.
So you know which is the highest score so far in power play so far? Which team has scored? How much in the power play?
I believe it's D Park. I believe they have scored about 72 or something in 6 overs. This time he goes over the point and the ball's right here. The ball hitting the screen of the live streaming here. What an incredible hit right over the point fielder.
That was aimed at Barry. I asked Barry not to take a chance with these opponent teams. So that was aimed straight to Barry. He just missed by a hair's breadth at this point of time.
There's also intelligence at play here. As you can see, Barry is set up with a CPU and hiding behind it. So that's sheer intelligence. That's a good comeback. That's a good comeback. At this point,
4 overs, 45 for no loss, and I think the highest score so far, 72, is close to being threatened. Let's see how the next 2 over goes, Sri.
yeah, no two things about it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they end up beating that. But Manan Patel, let's talk about him for a minute. Last year, he's always a good player. Last year, he was scoring consistently. He was probably in the top 3, the best batsman. But now, this year, he's been scoring tons of runs and nobody's coming anywhere closer to that.
He is on song. Some of his shots were breathtaking the other day.
You bowl a shorter one, he pulls. You bowl a fuller one, he drives. You bowl an offside, he just clovers it over the point. Incredible.
Finally, they're getting a spinner on board. I feel they are 2 overs too late in getting a spinner. Sri, I'm surprised that these teams play each other so often. By now, they should have known what's somebody's strength and what is somebody's weakness. I'm still surprised that they have not used a spinner right up front. Maybe the first or even the second over, they should have gone with a spinner.
I believe it's the experience. Datta Prakash, he plays minor league and in a lot of places. Amazing all-rounder, no two things about it. Brilliant fielder. But he hasn't captained much even in the local games. This is the first time he's captaining. So the experience comes into play. So for somebody who's as young as Datta Prakash and somebody who is inexperienced as well, you would go by the previous game. Like the last game, as you can see, the same 2 bowlers, Abdullah Qadri and Soman Das, They have given you 4 wickets in 4 overs of the power play. And that broke the complete innings. So he doesn't want to take the confidence away from his bowlers who think who can perform at that level. So maybe he wants to go with the spin, but then he doesn't want to demotivate his players. So that's the experience I was talking about. And look at that. We just thought spinners might be better, but they're no good.
If you're going to bowl on the leg stump with just 2 fielders outside, you're asking for trouble. And Sri, I agree with you. Carrying the last game's confidence into today's is fine, but at the same time, T20 is an ever dynamic game. You need to be ever mindful of the dynamics, what the batsman is playing, what is he good at. So from that perspective, I was hoping they would have got the spinner earlier. And also there are enough experienced folks who could have spoken with Datta to make that change. Again, we'll see. This over will tell us whether that was a good
I'll
move.
completely agree with you on that one, Ranga. Every game's different. You've got to have a strategy, but it's that inexperience coming into play. And if you actually see these teams, they don't play together much often. This is a franchise team. A lot of different players come in, and they do not know how to talk to the captain yet. Because this is the first year. Look at that shot this time. He's just picked it and put it towards the long off for a 6. What an incredible hit. He is just playing around with these bowlers like it's a tennis ball tournament, really. Just look at those hits. Seems half-hearted shots. The timing and the power on those occasions literally surprises me. That's 50 up already in just 4.2. They're 55 from 4.2. They're going at a run rate. That's unbelievable. They're going at a run rate of almost 12.7, and the projected score at this rate is 254.
I'm interested to see if Saad Ali can complete his 50 this over or the next over. Let's hope there is no commentator's curse here.
I did one for my own buddy Israr ul Haq. Yesterday, I was telling him about how he scored some tons of runs and he's a monstrous batsman. Gets out in the second ball. Poor guy, he's broken his bat, had to play with somebody else's bat, just not used to it, so the timing not good on that occasion, getting him out. Oh, brilliant comeback from Tirth Patel. That should be the length that you should be targeting, really. It was good fielding, direct throw would have been closer. So this is what I was talking about. You go for a couple of hits, but you provide those opportunities with the spinners. The fast bowlers, opportunities exponentially reduces. Incredible start this for the Lahore Qalandars. 56 in 4.4, and SN Ahmed just scoring 11 of 8, and Saad Ali, look at the domination. 43 of 20. Scored 38 of the boundaries, just 5 runs off the singles and doubles. Just unbelievable. That's a very good comeback from Tirth Patel after being hit for the boundary and 6 consecutively of the first 2 balls. He's come back really strong. Tirth Patel has been super economical. Not easy to pick him. Brilliant again. Just placing it towards the square leg. One at a single. Saad Ali says no. Let me take the last 6 balls of the power play. Incredible. At the end of 5 overs, Lahore Qalandars 56 for no loss.
So Sri, what's your bet on 16 runs this over to beat the highest power play score?
It depends on who the bowler is, really. If Datta Prakash is coming in, I would doubt that. But if there is a fast bowler, there's every chance that the record could be broken. So it's going to be interesting. I would want Datta Prakash to come in at this point, because he's a very smart bowler, doesn't bowl anything full. And he's also a left-arm bowler, bowling into a left-arm batsman.
I've seen Sampath bowl really well, but I'm not seeing Sampath bowl much these days in this MPL. I'm not sure why.
It's the awareness, Ranga. It's the awareness. I'll tell you something. Sampath Reddy opens for Cardinals, scores tons of runs. He's such a sweet timer of the ball. He scores at a strike rate of 130 in a 30-over game. And all of a sudden, Chicago players pick him. He doesn't get to bat or bowl. Very surprising. It's just the awareness. They probably haven't seen him much in these franchise leagues. They pick them based on the stats, but do not really know the impact that they could create to bring them at the right time.
Deep Chand into the attack. He's a real, genuine fast bowler.
Sure,
On
he
given days.
is, but is he gonna be effective tonight? Because Ali Khadri and Somin Das were serious pacers as well. The Saad Ali's taken them to the cleaners. So the dry cleaning bill's gonna be heavy tonight. The drones and this.
They have seen Keith Patel bowl well this side. I'm not sure why again they're going for a fast bowler. They can go for a fast bowler once the power play gets over to give them more protection in the outfield. Again, what we as commentators think is very different from what the captains think. On the
Absolutely.
play.
So we as commentators, we watch every game here. So we've got more awareness of the games and the strategies. But a lot of captains, they don't follow the other games. They just come in. And this is the fourth game that the Cardinals is playing. And this is the ninth game I'm doing commentary for. So I've seen how everybody plays, how the strategies work. That's the main reason I do commentary as well. I enjoy cricket. Oh, brilliant. Brilliantly picked towards the square leg. Suresh Kohli, the fielder, will just get one. Lucky to get away with on that occasion, really. That was right towards the square leg. He probably just checked the shot. Had it been a second ball, he would have gone for it.
I think he was aiming more mid-wicket but ended up more square leg. Let's see what Azan Ahmed does this over, the last over of power play. Is he still going to continue with taking a single or is he going to go for him himself? We'll see.
Absolutely. And this is one thing that baffles my mind beyond my imagination. You have a deep backward point and you have a deep backward square leg. What does it tell you?
He's going to bowl short for the cut.
Was that shot? Was that short?
That's the way to make the batsman think the ball is going to short. But I've seen Deep bowl for long years, so he's always bowling more the back of the length and the short ball. And a lot of times I've seen him being cut over the point or third man for boundary. So I think that's where they're trying to have that fielder. And Hassan has also scored a couple of boundaries exactly in the same region. So
But
that
what I really don't understand is if you are a smart bowler, if you have control over your bowling, you have a third man and you have a deep backward point, that's fine. Or you have a deep backward point and a deep extra cover, that's fine, because you know you're going to bowl offside. But you have one on the leg, one on the off, surprises me. So that's a thick outfield tonight. The grass was cut here in the Hanover Park on a Tuesday. They haven't cut it since. So the grass is pretty heavy. And for the second innings, it's going to be a curse. As the ball gets heavy, it gets colder. The dew catches in. The ball just screeches to go past that boundary. You've seen it yesterday.
looks to be a lot drier weather today. Yesterday was pretty cold when the second inning started.
Yeah,
Hopefully
it was about
doesn't-
52 yesterday and it's 69 today. So it's going to be oh no, you can't do that. You just can't do that. That was right, a beamer right onto his elbow. Hassan Ahmad hitting it right on his elbow. I wonder if he's wearing an elbow guard. No, he's not. That's not good at all.
That's nasty. That's really nasty. Even though the ball slipped from Deep's hand, still it's really going to hurt him. I hope it's not anything serious.
Oh boy, these are not the scenes you want to watch. A full toss beamer bowling at a certain 130 hits your elbow joint. That's never good. Never good. I was practicing just before the game on the same wicket. I kind of edged a spinner onto my own leg and look at that bulge. Look at that bulge. And this one was about 130. You can imagine the pain. Just unbelievable.
It's going to hurt. Maybe the magic spray could do the trick for a while, but he's going to have a severe bruise later today and tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we know about these rubber stamps. You come back tomorrow, you get a couple of them on the thigh. You get lollipops. They become red and red and red. They scare the family. So my wife, often she He doubts if I'm even a batsman. The kind of balls I get hit on my
Not,
body.
not just your wife's tree.
It's incredible. It's just the love of the family. They just don't want to see you get hurt.
But if you look at the games, it's unavoidable after a certain point of time. Even though you want to avoid injuries, sometimes it just happens during the flow of the game. Not that you want to get hit or you want to slip down in the field, but in the intensity when you run after a ball or when you're trying to push yourself to feel the ball, sometimes it happens that you end up having an injury. Good to see that Azan Ahmad is able to resume his innings, and that's a good sign.
That's definitely a good sign. Because usually these things can get nasty. They get a season out of you. Lucky to get away with on this occasion, Hasan Ali. He would definitely be warned on that occasion, the bowler.
One thing that I find it very difficult to understand is you have 4 minutes to bowl an over. If you see, the game started exactly at 6:30. It's almost 40 minutes, and they need to finish the 6th over. That included over of spinner. It's these things really make the game little longer, and I hope the Cardinals don't pay for it when playing under the lights, especially during the later part of the innings.
Yeah, I completely disagree with that. Because you see international cricket, the ball comes back from the boundary by the audience, and you hit 1 6 here, one boundary here, and sometimes it goes almost 130-40 meters, and the fielder will have to go. Oh, that's it for tonight. Deep Chand Pinnaka, he won't be able to bowl again. He is done, and that's a 6. That's a second beamer. This is unbelievable. He's done. And Saad Ali picks that full toss one right onto the helmet and puts it away towards a backward square leg 6. That's 50 up for Saad Ali in 22 deliveries. And I am very positive these folks are going to break the record of 72 in the power play.
And the bigger damage is Deep cannot bowl for the rest of the game. He is one of their prime strike bowlers. He ends up bowling just 3 balls, and he's now banned for the rest of the game.
That's really nothing's going the Cardinals' way here tonight. From the beginning, from the toss, it's a crucial toss to win. They lost the toss. They started with the same bowlers they started with yesterday. They should have started with the spinners. They might probably want Sampath Kumar to bowl the full overs tonight. Look at that warm shot. Have you ever seen a snake standing and dancing? Look at that. Brilliant warm shot. I don't see these snakes standing too often. They usually want to crawl.
Suresh Kohli to complete the remaining over. Again, I'm surprised. They should have again gone with a slower bowler. Suresh is smart enough to change the pace. Let's see how he completes the remaining 3 balls.
Yeah, this is poor captaincy here tonight for sure. Because they have 7 bowlers. Even without Deepchand Pinnaka, they have 6. They have Adnan, they have Kadri, they have Sampath. Oh, there you go. That's a fuller one. Lucky to get away with on that occasion. They'll look for 2 for sure. Oh no, that's a sloppy fielding. The batsman didn't think for a minute that there was 2 there. All of a sudden he realized it's in the gap and he ran for 2. Yeah, that's a full toss. That's a missed opportunity for Saad Ali. He probably thought Suresh Kohli was faster. Got surprised there with that slower one. Now he definitely is going to know his pace. It'll be interesting to see what's he going to do. Oh, this time he picks 1 and puts it in the gap. 4 the right there. This is exactly what I was talking about. You cannot be doing this.
So they have broken the record for the highest power play.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
At this point of time, so
they're 74 in just 5.5 at a current run rate of 12.7, and a projected score of 254. I'm sure they won't end up at 254.
If they end up, it will be a great hitting spree we'll be watching.
Yeah, second innings 254. I'll have all my eggs in a basket. This time he's pulled one. It's right over, and the ball's gone.
Ball's gone.
That's a gone ball. Where's my chopper, ladies and gentlemen? Need a chopper to get up in the sky and watch that one sail over. Oh boy. This is just adding wound. Wound over the wound. This is just not on. So the ball's gone on this occasion. What an incredible hit from Saad Ali. He's just incredible to watch. So beautiful when he times those balls. Look at that replay. Oh, just adjusting to the length, making room, and putting it away towards the leg.
Again, what I don't understand is why is Suresh trying to bowl a bouncer at Saad Ali, who's extremely good at the pull shot and hook shots.
That's a second question I would have. The first question is why Suresh Kuli?
But
You
having
have
started-
Adnan, you have Kadri, you have Somindas, you have Datta Prakash, Teerth Patel, you have Sampath Reddy Baraji. You have 6 bowlers right there.
I can understand why. Suresh was not in the original list of bowlers since he was just had to complete the 3 balls. They didn't want to use a regular bowler, so that's why they just wanted to make sure that somebody completes the 3 balls without too much of a damage. Unfortunately, that strategy seemed to have backfired on
Nah,
Cardinals.
when you have 7 bowlers that you go with, look at that points table here tonight. Chicago Cardinals played 3 matches. They're on top of the table with that 83 run margin win. They went up on the run rate. D Park just below them, 1.13. So every team except the Chicago Cougars have lost at least a game or 2.
Chicago Cougars have played only 1 game, so they are playing the next game on Monday.
So you're cursing them, is it?
No, I'm just giving out the statistics. Statistics never occurs, Sri.
Yeah, I agree. Lahore Qalandars, it's their first game tonight as well. They'll be entering the points table with this game. After this game,
I love your confidence about their points entry. Though you are a Chicago Cardinals team member.
no, even if they get a 0, even if they lose, they'll still be in the points table because there's a game that's registered. That's what I meant.
Back to pace. This beats me. I agree that more protection, power play is done. Still, pace. I'm sure like they are not learning, and they are not.
I believe there's a change in bowling. I think they bought Sampath Reddy. He's a good bowler. Brilliant bowling. This is the length they need to keep attacking at. That's a good length. Pitching it almost towards that waistline. So as you can see, with that bounce, there's no loss of wickets, but Ehsan had to depart because he couldn't bear that pain. And now, Anas Mahmood is here. Haven't seen him play much. Not sure if he's a local player. He might as well be. Oh, this time he pulls one. It's up in the air. Fielder getting underneath it. Oh, that's a drop catch. Never easy to take those catches in that sun, with that sun hitting right into your eyes.
On Deep's days keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
I think, yes, I agree with the sun part, but for an experienced person like Deep, you should have known he's also wearing the sunglasses. So you can't give an excuse, Ray, even though if it's from your team.
I don't know about that because
You don't know the
we,
about
we
which
are
team
right.
that-
We are right behind the catch. Even we could not see the game without holding our hands, in spite of having a cap and a goggle.
The advantage is we are not playing. We are just commentators. So we are absolutely free to do what we want because there's no impact on the game for us.
But
I hope this doesn't prove costly.
oh, what a shot! This one mighty one. I'll need a drone to catch that one.
I keep saying, Cardinals have something against the spinners or their own spinners. You have seen him in the power play smashing all the fast bowlers, and still you want to try. Datta Prakash is genuinely a great spinner. Tirth Patel is there. Why are you not trying? There's two. You need Saad Ali's wicket. Otherwise, the 254 really looks possible.
Yeah, that's fine, really.
There you go.
Oh, there you
There you
go.
go.
That's a shorter one. Now pulls it towards a fine leg for a 4. This is just not on. The way, just look at Saad Ali's innings so far. He scored 6 sixers and 7 fours. So that's 36 and 28.
There go our Max Professor.
That's 64 runs just off the boundaries.
That-
And he's just scored 8 runs of the singles and doubles in that 72 that he's hit. Oh boy.
If you see, the Cardinal balls are either bowling short or bowling too full. They are not bowling the length where they are expecting Saad to take the risk. If you see most of the shots, either overpitched or short, and both he's extremely good at.
I just think we are being cynical about the whole Cardinals thing. I just think they're tired playing the second game in a row.
That doesn't give us an excuse for so many runs.
Oh, this time he wanted to go downtown again. Look at that bat speed of Saad Ali. Incredible bat speed. So surprised the way he kind of comes onto the ball.
Sri, as commentators, we are neutral. We are here for the sheer joy of the game. And if it happens to be your own team, it helps me banter you with that part.
You can, because you know what? We still have the second innings. We get to bat too. And we have a solid batting lineup as well. Look at that. Saad Ali just swing and a miss on
These
two
two-
occasions.
These two are good length balls. He had to manufacture the shots. So he
Yeah.
was finding it difficult. This length should have been bowled more often. And that would have been the same advice from me, irrespective of whether it is Cardinals or Cougars.
For sure.
Finish
So,
strong. Finish strong.
at the end of 7 overs, Lahore Qalandars 91 for no loss.
13 runs run rate. I know it's difficult to continue with the same momentum, but if we are in for a treat, I expect the score to be easily above 200 the first innings. Whether it is going to be 260,
Yeah,
but I expect it
200
more
is
than
definitely on the cards for sure. The point is how much over 200 are they going to do? There you go, Datta Prakash into the attack. It's going to be an interesting contest now because he is an amazing spinner, a proper spinner, plays minor league, quality spinner and very smart bowler.
He's 4 hours too late, Sri, in my opinion.
Well, in my dictionary, it's better late than never. Oh, good ball, this one. This is exactly what I was talking about. So Datta Prakash is incredibly smart. He kind of reads the batsman till the last second he releases the ball. That's a very knack ability to have for a spin bowler, and that's the reason why he takes more wickets and very economical. Oh, there's an appeal, probably going down the leg. So Datta, look at that. Slowly, now the fielder started talking. You see these two dot balls, and the 2 dot balls in the previous over as well. So that's 4 dot balls in a row, and all of a sudden, the fielder started talking.
Yes, I think for the first 6 overs, only we two are the one talking.
We should. We get paid for that.
I'm not sure about that part.
You've got to say that at least, Ranga. You don't want folks inviting you to do commentary for free. Trust me.
Oh, I love it. I was not supposed to be in the game today, so I was parachuted at the last moment, at the behest of the management.
Absolutely. What's incredible to watch is going to be this contest between Saad Ali and Datta Prakash. A left-arm spinner bowling to a left-arm batsman who's playing at 72 from 29 with a strike rate of 248. What a contest. I would pay money to watch this. This over should be pay-per-view. It's really, really good bowling from Datta. Just one run of the 4 deliveries he's bowled. Oh my goodness. This is miles outside. I'll need a plane for that one. Went into the baseball ground. What an incredible hit. Came down the track, hit it with a spin, timed it to perfection. Everything right about that shot.
The best part of the shot was how quickly he jumped out of the crease and managed to reach the pitch of the ball and launch it over deep into. Incredible shot.
So the highest score in this tournament, I believe, is 101. Highest individual score, sorry, is 101. I bet it's of Manan Patel. Is he gonna be the highest scorer here tonight? We've got to wait and watch. This is just incredible. A perfect over of just one run of the first 4 deliveries ends up being an 8-run over with just that 1-6.
Smart play by Saad Ali. The last ball, he did not go for a big shot. He got the one in the previous delivery. He took a single, hoping to feast from the set.
Absolutely.
And what bet we are going to have a fast bowler again from the century?
I would be surprised if they bring in a fast bowler from this end.
When you see a team where 4 or 5 players are discussing, that means they are in big trouble. Each one is giving different views.
Ranga, earlier in the game, you've complained about the players not talking to the captain and suggesting. All of a sudden they do that and you say the team is in trouble. Come on, Ranga.
There is a difference when you talk to the captain during the power play and post the power play. See, you have played the game for so long. I have played the game for so long. So we know how things change, right?
Absolutely, Ranga. No two things about it. So looks like Teeth Patel is going to continue. He should be. Unless he's not. Yeah, looks like Teeth Patel might be bowling, and that should be the right option, really.
Even if Saad Ali is going to go bonkers, I would still expect the spinners to bowl and not fast bowlers. It's much easier for Saad. Let's see what happens this over. Again, a left-arm spinner bowling to a left-arm batsman who's on full flow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So the pollen started flying all the way. So folks with pollen allergies, they've got to stay back. Or this time he comes down the track, hits one towards the mid wicket. Should just get one. But look at his confidence right now, Saad Ali. He's stepping out in a spinner, and he's probably the best spinner in this league right now, undoubtedly. Teeth Patel, he plays minor league, I believe. Picked by a lot of teams. Super hot player in franchise cricket. Saad Ali comes down the track, easy pickings. Just for a single, you see how he came down the track for a single. Tells you the confidence of the batsman.
It'll be interesting to see how Anas Muhammad goes from here. Either he can
he's got to go.
Or he can go for a big shot himself.
By the way, that's 100 up. Oh, this time he launches one. That's a big one as well. That's a big one. There's got to be drones fielding here tonight. It's not happening with the fielders on the ground. There's definitely got to be a 5 or 6 drones flying around to catch those.
That was a poor delivery. Halfway down the pitch, and you don't expect a batsman of this class to just let go of that.
Anas Mohammad, I don't know where he plays really, but he is. Oh goodness! Oh goodness! That's one again. 4 this time. But these are easy pickings. They're making the bowlers here tonight look like they're ordinary.
Playing with the field. You move the mid-wicket.
Toying with the field right now. Deepchand Pinnaka getting unlucky today. The 2 bouncers. He cannot bowl, and that happened in the first over.
2 beamers.
Yeah, sorry, 2 beamers. So that kind of eats away 3.3 overs of a plan of a captain.
The only thing Deep should feel happy was he was able to send a batsman inside
Oh, yeah.
with the beamer.
You should consider that a wicket, ideally. But I mean, jokes apart, there could be a serious injury there when the batsman leaves. So I feel sorry about that. Oh, that's a wide now. Look at that pressure. Look at that pressure being built. It's still just the 8.3, and the Lahore Qalandars are 110 for 0 wickets. They would want to maximize from at this point. Oh, that's brilliant now. Pull the length a little bit backwards. They might get too easy.
The last thing you need is extra. Where
Oh, that's a wide as well. Signal by the umpire. This is pain. This is pain adding to the pain. This is just salt on the wound right now.
if you see Sri, an experienced bowler like Teeth, he has bowled really well in the previous games. This is not his first game. He has played at least a couple of games before. He knows the wicket. But the moment he's put under pressure, he is really finding it difficult. Let's see how he comes back in the last 2 balls.
Oh, this time it's again towards the. This is beautiful batting from Anas Mahmood. For a minute, I thought Saad Ali was the aggressor. And all of a sudden, Anas Mahmood is started hitting at 200 strike rate. Saad Ali is hitting at 242. Oh my goodness. The current run rate right now is 13.6. They are almost 120. This is ideally the Chicago Cardinals' first game score. They ended up scoring 127, or I believe, or maybe 140, I believe, in the first game. So the score that the Cardinals scored in the first game is what the Qalandars are scoring in 10 overs here tonight.
At this rate, we should recastain Chicago Cardinals to Chicago Massacre.
No,
It's
come
really-
on, Ranga, come on. We know you're the sponsor. You can't talk like that about my team.
I would have said the same thing about any other opponent team as well. The way the game is going.
No, I get that. It's absolute carnage here tonight. It's a rampage from these two batsmen, Saad Ali and Anas Mahmood. They're just hitting almost every ball. The fielders and the bowlers, they're clueless at the moment as to what to do. Look at that shot. Look at that shot. Hit so hard towards the point. There was a point fielder, the ball bouncing right off the fielder, right from the front.
Good that he didn't get injured. It was
Yeah.
very close to his face.
Yeah. Getting lucky on that occasion, Adnan.
9 overs, 120. Every over we think this could be a great over. I don't think we have seen one over where there has not been a sixer or a boundary.
Oh, yeah, I completely agree.
And this has got nothing to do against Chicago Cardinals.
Ideally, I would consider maiden wicket a brilliant over in T20. But like right now, a 8-run over, a 9-run over looks almost like a good over.
Let's hope the Cardinals regroup better after the strategic timeout. Datta Prakash to continue. Sometimes just breaking the momentum of the game makes the batsman think. And we have seen in a lot of games, immediately after the break is when the batsman tries to go and get out. That's a good stop. Nine overs, 120. If you look at 50 overs game, then thumb rule is you double the score what you have scored in 30 overs in the last 20. And in T20, the new thumb rule is you double the score what you have scored in 12 overs. So let's see if Lahore Qalandars does that today. You are hearing the fielder's talk, that's a good sign. That's a terrific shot. Fantastic shot. He has hit so many great shots today. I think this would be in one of the top shots. Waiting for the ball to turn and hitting over the top of extra cover. Fantastic shot.
Oh no, that's a big one again. That's a 4 and a 6 consecutively. So this man's not stopping here tonight. He's just not letting the bowler settle down. He's a 92 from 38, striking at 242.11. This is just brilliant. You don't get to see these kind of innings. There's an every possibility for him to score a double century here tonight.
I know what you're trying to do, Sri. You're trying to jinx the batsman.
Oh, brilliantly played. This is exactly what I like about this guy. You see, there's no dot balls. A good ball, he converts it into a single, and that's also the last ball of the over, so he gets to keep the strike.
One of the street smart cricketers, most people what they do is they make use of the over and the last ball they get a single so that they can retain the strike for the next over. I've seen him do this at least for the 4 or 5 overs where he's able to get a single of the last ball and take strike of the first ball.
Yeah, brilliant, just brilliant.
10 overs, 133.
So looks like Adnan, fast bowler, left arm pacer coming into the attack. So this is the first time that the left arm pacer is coming into attack. It's going to be interesting to watch because there hasn't been a left arm pacer so far. This might as well provide them with the first breakthrough. So it's very hard to see the ground from this angle, really.
Last weekend, Adnan went for 60 runs in 4 overs in a different game. I hope he does a lot better today.
Got it. Yeah,
It's all a
he's not.
confidence game, Sri. You have seen it. If you bowl well, you continue to bowl well, and if you're batting well, you continue to bat well. The next
Yeah.
game, it's more of a confidence game. Mentally, you are prepared. You are feeling very high after a great performance.
Definitely. So what's surprising about Adnan is he's not the fastest of the bowlers. He swings the ball in. For a lefty, he takes it out, and he doesn't have too much pace. So a
He's
lot
able.
of international players.
He does a lot of variations. He has a lot of variations. Sometimes it's very difficult to pick him, but sometimes he orders a variation too. That makes it a little bit easier for the batsman.
So
Let's see which Adnan turns up today.
absolutely. So what do you think would be the score here tonight from the Qalandars?
I'll be surprised if they score anything less than 240 from where they are today. 133 in 10 overs. Even if they don't double it, we are talking about another 100 runs in the next 10 overs, which given that they have not lost any wicket, should be easy.
They still have Hamad, Pakistan international player. This time Anas Mahmood goes over the top, falls safe. Abhinay Baki, one of the finest catchers. He doesn't drop any. So brings back Saad into the strike.
If you see, Sri, the luck is also not going the Cardinals' way. A lot of misses have landed just before the fielders. At least I could count 3 or 4 where on another day it would have gone straight to the fielder. Today it just fell short. On the one they got it, it was dropped.
Brilliant bowling this from Adnan. So looks like Adnan's been the best bowler so far. But it's only been 3 balls, so you never know. But so far he's had a very, very good over. And I'm guessing tonight Lahore Qalandars will post a score that's above 250. Because there's still Hamad, there's still so much batting lineup. And they can just free arms after the 12th over because they haven't lost a wicket. Should be a wide. Oh, wide it is. So this is just adding to the pain. I wonder why anybody would bowl anything short to Saad Ali. Because he's almost put everything that's shot away by miles.
He started well. Now let's see how he finishes. The next 3 balls will.
And there's not even a third man. That's surprising. So you bowl short, you've got to have a third man or a deep fine leg.
All he had to do was slash at it, and had he only got an edge, it would have gone for a boundary.
Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting chase here tonight because the Cardinals, they bat pretty deep as well. They have very, very good batsmen. Batsmen like Arvind Cheru who can score as fast as. Oh, this time it edged. Gone. Yes, it is. Finally. The most crucial breakthrough.
And
Finally, Adnan providing the initial breakthrough. Will this be the start of the momentum for the Cardinals here tonight? It was looking like the Qalandars were taking the game away. But I don't think they're going to be worried much because look who's coming.
the Cardinals should thank Sri for jinxing Saad Ali by wishing him double century when he was not even scored a century. So I know that was a strategy by Sri which worked out well.
Well, then in that case, Hamad Bhai, he might score a double century as well. Oh boy. Look at that batting lineup. So Hamad Azam, Pakistan international player, now walking in. It's gonna be interesting to watch. So this is what I like about Lahore Qalandars. They bought these international players. They're using them up the order and making the best use of these players who've played international cricket. You see, Chicago Tornadoes, they were just toying with their batting order yesterday, trying to experiment everything. Adil Ahmedullah came up the order. He saved Chicago Tornadoes in their first game, hitting those last sixers and getting them through that. Chicago Tornadoes was nowhere in the picture in the first game, and he made them win from nowhere. And Nicholas Thomas, who's a West Indies international batsman, he was sent 6th down. So it's
One thing is to get great players. The other thing is to how to use them in the most effective manner. And I think teams are learning sometimes the easy way and sometimes they learn it the hard way. Sri?
Yeah, absolutely. It's too late, but it's never too late for a comeback. If they end up restricting Lahore Qalandars to about 200, it's gonna be a wonderful chase here tonight. Oh, this time Hamad just playing it towards the fine leg for a boundary. So
Adnan bowled a
Azam-
great over. He got the key wicket of Saad Ali. New batsman. All he had to do was continue what he was doing. Instead, what he does, try something different, and he gives a boundary of the last ball. Still a great over, no doubt, but he could have finished much better without that boundary, Sri.
Yeah, I mean, 1 over 6 runs, 1 wicket. I'll take that any day in T20 cricket. And look at the economy of the different bowlers here tonight. I'll just read out the economy. Abdullah Khadri went 12 runs per over. Saumin 10.5. Teeth 16. Deepchand 24. Suresh Kohli 24. Sampad Reddy Baraji 11. Datta Prakash 10.5. And all of a sudden, Adnan Yar Khan just 6 runs per over. This is incredible bowling to me. Yes, he missed the line on that occasion, but usually you don't expect a first opening somebody like Hamad Azam going attacking from ball one. But the way they have too many wickets, they'll definitely have no worries. Oh, that's up in the air. Fielder getting underneath it. Datta Prakash himself. Oh my goodness.
He didn't.
Oh
he
my
was nowhere
goodness.
close to the ball. That was a poor drop.
Yeah, it's never easy taking those catches running backwards. Should be taken in these Premier Leagues for sure. These franchise cricket, you've got to convert those half chances as well. Two things about it. But usually it's tougher even in international cricket to take those catches running backwards.
Absolutely agree with you, Sri, but he was nowhere near the ball. I don't have a problem if he goes closer and the ball pops off the hand or something, but I would say he ended up at least 2 feet away from the ball.
Oh,
That's a
that's
good.
edge towards the third man. Sorry, gully. This is good bowling from Datta. Good comeback, really. An over from Adnan Yar Khan definitely built some momentum in the other bowlers as well. They know Saad was hitting everybody, but it's not easy to hit. Oh, look at that. Brilliant batting from Hamad Azam. Takes it on the full with a full stretch. Tall man he is. So they'll take two. What a fit athlete this man Hamad Azam. Played Pakistan international cricket. Look at what Yash Technologies is doing here tonight. Thank you so much. I really, really thank you so much, Ranga, for providing this kind of a tournament, contributing this tournament, and having international players play these. Brilliant batting this time, going on a back foot and just driving it towards the covers. There's a huge gap between the point and the extra cover. The covers is just in the deep. So these singles, they'll Cardinals will be okay with these singles at this time. They just want to stop these boundaries because they're already at 144 in 11.4 for the loss of just 1 wicket. So Hamad's wicket is going to be big because after Hamad, there's local players and not international players. So if Hamad's gone, then all of a sudden Cardinals have very good chance to bounce back. So they should make sure they don't drop any catches of Hamad Azam. Anas, I can understand, okay. Oh, this time Hamad places one towards extra covers for a boundary. Look at that shot. Full stretch. I don't think that's Hamad. I think that's Anas Mahmood.
Looks
Yeah.
like you spoke a little too early, Sri. Great over. Again, last ball should have been a boundary, spoils the over. Until that point of time, great over. Same thing it happened last over. Adnan, last ball boundary. What hurts the most is the last ball boundaries.
Yeah, still 8 runs per over. I'll take that because their current run rate now came down from 14.5 to 12.3 just because of those 2 overs. 14.5.
I love your optimism, Sri.
The projected score still 247.
The new thumb rule, you double your score after 12th over. If it happens to become true today, imagine 296. It's mighty unbelievable.
Yeah,
I hope it
296
doesn't.
is probably the highest ever in the world. So in a T20 cricket, I believe the highest is 275 when Gale ended up scoring 175 in a T20 cricket in IPL playing for RCB.
You're talking about international. I think we saw a game last weekend where I think 300 was scored.
That's in a 30-30.
30-30? Okay.
Yeah.
Midwest, yep. Okay.
This is easy pickings now. Just towing with the bowlers, Hamad. He's not even trying to hit anything forward. He's just targeting everything towards the fine leg. They might as well keep one there. Because Adnan is anyways bowling towards the leg. He doesn't need that deep extra cover. So the deep extra cover should come in. The fine leg should drop back.
I wish you are inside Sri rather than commenting here. You could have said the field properly.
Oh yeah, Ranga. Captain for 20 years now. Got old just by doing captaincy.
People get old even without doing captaincy, Sri.
Yeah, 20 years. My son is not even old enough. He's just 12 years old. And I have 20 years of captaincy experience. This time Hamad puts one towards the backward point. This is just unbelievable cricket. He was bowling towards the leg. He changes the line and comes to the off when the extra cover fielder came inside.
I thought that's what you wanted, Sri. You wanted the extra cover fielder to come inside and put it on the leg side, but then he didn't realize he had to bowl on the leg stump. Bowl outside the off stump. Goes for a boundary.
Well, you've got to bowl to the field, honestly. This is just not on. There you go. That's nicely played towards the square leg. Should get one. Sampath Reddy Baraji, the fielder.
This is bowling to the field.
Absolutely.
If this ball is hit on the offside, yeah, give it to the batsman. Otherwise, he has to play on the leg side where you've got four fielders on the
Look at that field here on the leg. You have a long on, you have a mid wicket, you have a deep square leg, you have a fine leg. You have four fielders just here. And you're bowling on the off. This is up in the air. Fielder getting underneath it. Deepchand Pinaka, he's not going to drop it. No, he won't. That's a wonderful catch. What a catch this is from Deepchand. Definitely a skier. Gotta have a binoculars to eye that one. It's so high in the air. Went over the lights. Never easy to take those. But Deepchand Pinaka. So looks like the momentum is coming back. Anas Mahmood. He's gone. He was striking at 160, but Hamad Azam is still there, playing on 16 from 7. But you know what? From now on, it's going to be interesting because the new batsman coming in, I believe Ehsan is coming back after being injured. I believe so. So Ehsan will
good bowling by Adnan Yar Khan. He got a wicket
Absolutely.
last over and again he's getting a wicket even though he's going for runs. I'm sure Sri you will take it any day, anytime. If you give 2 boundaries and get wickets, it's a good thing in that T20
I'll
game.
take an economy of 9 any day, Ranga. An economy of 9 with a team like this, you post a total of 180 and you're taking 2 wickets in 2 overs. That's brilliant.
Agreed.
So, if you look at Adnan Khan bowling like this for the entire 10 overs, in 10 overs he's going to take 10 wickets and give just 90 runs. So I'll take that any day.
But the international rules don't allow somebody to bowl 10 overs in a 20 game, Sri.
I wish they do. So it's fun.
Yeah.
Awesome catch, Ra.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Once in a while you can represent Cardinals, Sri. We are okay with that.
So Adnan Yar Khan doing it for his team tonight. Excellent bowling. Oh, brilliant again. Now the momentum is back. You've got to keep doing those. So this is what a couple of wickets can get you, Ranga.
I believe Adnan Khan got away with that All the field is on the leg side. No one in the deep on the offside. Had he only got an edge, it would have gone.
Yeah, but he didn't. That's the speciality of Adnan Yar Khan. This time, smart bowling yet again. That's in the good length, straight onto the wickets. Not easy to hit those. But that's a last ball as well, so Hamad Azam would want to keep the strike.
Adnan learned from his last over where he gave a boundary of the last ball. So this over he was able to put it in the right spot. Slower one, it helps.
There you go. Like us, so follow us on Insta, like us on Facebook, and like, subscribe, and share on YouTube. You can also follow us at midwestcricket.org, and you can also scan us just using this QR code right now with your mobile.
And listen to the commentary from Shri, one of the oldest commentators in the region. He got old just by commentary, outside of captaincy.
I don't like the word old, Ranga. I've hit 71 last weekend. What a shot this is from Hamad. What an incredible shot. Going on a back foot, I wonder how somebody would generate that kind of a power. Sheer power on this one, just muzzled his way through towards the mid wicket. What a six.
That was a special shot. It wasn't that shot. He was able to quickly rock onto the back foot.
That's an incredibly good ball. He's just manufactured it out of nowhere.
And it went a long way behind the mid-wicket boundary.
Fielder just watching it sail over him. This is not good. This is definitely not good. 6 runs already of the first ball. And Ahmad Azam now plays towards the fine leg. Abhinay Baki, the fielder, should still get a single. So
the lights have been switched on. It's trying to take effect.
The sun's going down.
The sun is going down.
Yeah.
It's easy for the fielders. I think that made a difference for Deep. He didn't have to face.
And it's easy for the commentators as well, because we are watching right into the sun. It's been real difficult to watch it. Oh, brilliantly played. This is smart batting from Ehsan. He's just played it towards extra cover this time. Gets a single and gets off strike. Brings back Hamad Azam on strike. What a batsman he is, Hamad Azam. So fit, so athletic. Oh, brilliant. This is now down the ground, right in between the both fielders. But didn't quite try to hit a boundary, just drove it.
And the outfield did the rest.
Absolutely. This is sensible batting from these two. 166 already from just 13.4. So they're going at a run rate of 12 runs per over. Oh, brilliant. Just brilliant. So there was an appeal from the keeper, Lahiru.
It's been a while since he corrected a ball. So he was excited to catch and then appeal.
Yeah. The Cardinals, to be honest, both the games that they have won playing batting first. It's going to be interesting tonight. Assuming Lahore Qalandars are wrapped up by 200.
It's still going to be a difficult score to chase.
Absolutely. 200 is always difficult under the lights. And as of the second, the projected score is 240. Oh, Ehsan Ahmed. I don't know what he's trying to do really. That's the last ball.
That was there to be hit. Good spell by Datta Prakash.
So that's the end of the 14th over in Lahore Qalandars, 166 for 2. Look at that scorecard. Saad Ali 93 from 43, Ehsan 15 from 18, Anas Mahmood 24 from 15, and Hamad Azam 24 from just 10. He's striking at a strike rate of 240, even better than Saad Ali.
Adnan continuing.
Adnan should hopefully continue the way he's bowling. Brilliant bowling. Should have been stopped by the bowler. Adnan Ali, not the fittest of the fielders, but still very good ball. Just a single.
Is fine. Single is any day fine with how they have gone so far.
Yeah, and that also brings SN Ahmed on strike, which is a good strategy maybe even to let that single go. Because now he has a very good chance of just beating a couple of balls before he takes a single. Because so far SN Ahmed has played 18 deliveries and just scored one boundary. This time he goes over the top, fielder getting underneath it. Saumin, oh, it might fall safe. Oh no, that should have been taken. Saumindas covered the ground. The ball just passed through, right through his hands. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Saumindas should show the anger on the opposition, not on his own team, Sri. That was close for the fielder.
Oh, this time SN tried to go big again. Getting lucky on that occasion. Dropped catch. Still got two.
Again, I still think the field setup is wrong. You don't need a fine leg if he's not going to bowl on the leg. Hassan is all trying to hit on the offside.
You don't need a fine leg for SN Ahmed, but you definitely need a fine leg for Hamad Azam.
But he's aiming at extra cover.
Yeah. There you go. This time he tries to lodge one towards the long on. So I think the deep square leg and the mid wicket, they are right next to each other. They're maybe like 12 yards apart. I think one of them could move inside. Maybe the deep square leg could move inside and the extra cover should drop back.
Sometimes it's also a strategy to make somebody continue if he's not scoring runs. I think someone dropped the catch on purpose, seeing how much.
Yeah, maybe
Hassan
the new batsman might come in and strike better. Because right now SN Ahmed is striking at 80. He's got the lowest
and
strike
he's also
rate.
like frustrating the other side. See?
Yeah, he's just trying to go everything. So a lot of supporters now. As you can see, the sun went down and all of a sudden players started coming out of their cars. They're surrounding the boundaries. Huge crowd tonight. It's a Friday night as well, so why not? They might as well come have a wonderful game of cricket here tonight. Oh, that's a great catch! Oh, that's a great catch, but was it a smart catch?
I doubt that was not a smartest of catch. It
Absolutely.
Was a really good catch. You should have.
That's a brilliant catch. Almost a full dive right there by Tirth Patel. What an incredible catch. And the third wicket for Adnan Yar Khan. He's taken all the three wickets tonight. But was that a smart catch? Because SN Ahmed was struggling. You might probably want to keep him there. Because now there might be somebody else who will come and hit with a better strike rate. Because it's 15 overs done already. So Najmi is going there right now. Najmi is not the fastest of the hitters, but you know what's bad right now is SN Ahmed. He was having a lot of dot balls, but Najmi, you will not see any dot balls. He doesn't hit boundaries, but he definitely rotates strike every ball. Good batsman.
You could see that Hassan Ahmed was struggling to time after his injury. I think the fielder should have made a note of it. He should drop the catch, make him play for one or two more overs. I'm sure that the score would have come down because he was struggling because of the pain in his hand.
Yeah.
I don't know why he came to bat again, but the fielders are seeing.
Well, the only reason he's come back is because he's the brother of Sarfraz Ahmed. I don't see any other reason.
He was struggling. Again, when you're hit like that, the pain is significant. So you should have just taken it a little easy. Again, you have Ahmad Bakshi, who's a big hitter on a given day. Again, he's more fit. He could have given. They have free license, just 5 more overs. But they got another 7 more wickets, so they have free license to go. And more importantly, all they need to do is give strike to Ahmad. He's timing it so well.
Absolutely, Ranga.
Who's bowling? Sampath ready? Is it Sampath?
Yeah, looks like Sampath is into the attack. Oh no, Saumin Das is into the attack.
Saumin Das. after taking out his own fielder, he's back into the attack.
Yeah, now you see there's 5 overs left. All right, let's assess the scorecard right now. There's 5 overs left, and you still have 2 overs of Tirth Patel, 2 overs of Saumin Das, 2 overs of Ali Khadri, and you have 3 overs of Sampath Reddy Baraji, and
one
one
from-
over of Adnan. That's 9 overs there for you, and you bowled 3 balls from Suresh Kohli.
True.
That's exactly what I was talking about initially.
Not a smart use of the resources. Let's see how someone that comes up in his second spell.
Yeah. Oh, that's missed. That's missed. Should be a dead ball. Yes, dead ball signal by the umpire.
Umpire Manohar standing in his 45th T20 international.
T20 International. Oh my God, Ranga. You're watching too much IPL, aren't you?
That's a bad.
That's a wide ball. So nothing's going right for Saumin Das here tonight. Oh, that's now York right onto the. Oh, that's flicked fine towards a fine leg. Should get one. Leg by signal by the umpire, maybe. No, umpire did not signal it, so it was right off the bat.
The bails are off.
All right, so the stumps were lighted up, so the umpire needs to fix that before the game could be resumed.
See, you have seen Manohar play. Good youngster, good game. Aggressive batsman. And good to see youngsters coming up for umpiring.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You might want to define who an youngster is. I'm still a youngster.
There is no comparison for you, Sri. You are beyond comparison.
So I was just kidding. But yeah, Manu, he's a terrific batsman. Just need to focus on his fitness a little bit. Oh, this time he puts one away for a six over the
Six.
extra cover. What a shot, this one. It's just making it look so easy, Ahmad Azam. It was in the extra cover. It's never easy. That's the longest part of the boundary. And he just clears it off easily.
I think someone is trying to bowl as fast as possible. The faster
Absolutely.
he bowls, the faster he goes to the boundary.
Yeah. Nothing's going the Saumin Das way tonight. And Lahore Qalandars, they are 178 for 3.
What I would have liked the fast bowlers to do is look at how Adnan was bowling. A lot of change in pace. I think Adnan bowled at least 4 slower balls in an over than fast bowling. So I don't see that yet from Saumin Das. Again,
Yeah.
he's trying to hit the wicket as fast as possible.
Yeah. So that's 178 for 3 in 15.2. So 15.3 now, 179 for 3. Oh, that's brilliant. Just driven towards extra cover now from Najmi. Should get too easy. So runs bleeding everywhere right now. There's no stopping them.
I'm still not understanding the strategy. They have 2 overs of spin from Teeth Patel. Yes, he has had a one bad over, but Najmi we all know can hit, but I know he's not a big hitter like Saad Ali or anyone. I still feel they should get back Teeth Patel for uncompleted spell.
Yeah, Teeth Patel went for 16 runs per over. He's bowled 2 overs and gave away 32 runs. That's probably why they are backing off with Teeth Patel. And especially Hamad Azam, he likes spin bowlers.
The next 4 overs should tell us if the strategy was good or wrong. Sri?
Absolutely. But I believe Teeth Patel might come back. I wouldn't be surprised. That's a good ball again. Might be wide signal. Yes, it is. Samin Das is not happy. Just nothing going his way tonight.
No fast bowler is happy when given a white Sri. You know that. You are a fast bowler yourself. Or you were.
So 14 runs coming off this over so far. Oh, that's a good ball. Should be a good ball now. That's a better length. You've hit the deck hard in that good length area. The only way you're going to get a boundary is by edging it because there's no third man.
I haven't seen one change of pace this over, Sri.
Yeah,
If
Somin
you
Das,
don't mix up,
youngster.
it becomes easier.
Yeah. So you want to bowl a change of pace. You've got to have good control of that slow ball because they can be easily put away. Oh, brilliant. Should get 2 on this occasion, or they might just go for 1. Because Hamad Azam, he might probably want to keep the strike.
That was the last ball.
No, I believe there's one more.
more?
Oh, no. That's it. That is the last ball. No, there is a ball.
Okay.
That's the reason why, because he wants to take a single now and keep the strike.
I would think he will go for it rather than taking a single.
Yeah, you see, the most of the damage really was done by Hamad Azam and Saad Ali. Except for them, nobody's done anything.
I thought it's over. It's over. At least that's over. Over.
That's not good. Hamad would not be happy because he would have gone for a 2. He asked the umpire how many balls they were. Umpire said, there's one more ball. So he wanted to take a single and keep the strike. No, he's not going to be happy.
That's fine. Another 4 more overs, and let's see. Easily from here they should score. If they end up anything less than 240, they'll be disappointed from here.
Absolutely. So 4 overs to go. I believe 220.
8, 11. Behind the overs. The last 4 overs, the business end of the game coming up. Again, Adnan Khan has bowled really well so far.
All this time it
Chances
goes up
fire.
in the air. Fielder getting underneath it.
I doubt if it's going to be caught.
Oh, that's a great effort from Rana. Came in all the way from the deep square leg to the 30 yards. Covered good 30 yards. Almost got his hand underneath it. So these drop catches, they don't hurt as much as long as there's no single. But when that turns into a 2-run over, 2-run ball, that adds to the pressure and pain. Oh, this time Najmi going down the track, straight hitting right in the middle of the side screen. What an incredible hit from Najmi now.
The captain is stepping up. That was right in the slot, and it's a great shot to play right over the bowler's head and hitting the side spin straight.
So the captain leading from the front now. Oh, just brilliant now. Just touching it towards the covers, gets a single. So, what I don't like about the Cardinals' attitude here tonight is yesterday they were all talking, encouraging each other, they were dominating, they were sledging the batsmen, they were having a talk with the batsmen. Today,
The only Cardinals player that is talking is Sri.
well, Sri, he doesn't fear anybody.
That's the advantage of being a youngster, Sri.
I've taken on Gujarat Ranji player Murtaza Vora in one of the tournaments when he was talking much.
No, don't.
That could be
Don't,
an
don't.
overthrow. Just not on. You don't need these overthrows.
That wasn't a smart fielding by the fielder. He knew there was no backup. No point in throwing when he's already made the ground. What you're doing is now getting Hamad Hassan back into the strike. That's again small mistakes like this, they pay for it later.
Yeah, 193 for 3 now in 16.4. 3.2 overs left. That's 20 balls. Got to watch how much is. Oh, good ball. Good ball. Good
Good ball.
slower one from Adnan this time. Last ball to go.
Adnan has been very smart today. He has mixed up his pace. He has changed his line and length according to the batsman, and it will be great for him to finish the spell, the 4-over spell.
Yes.
Sub 30 would be any day. Sri would take it.
And
Plus 3 wickets to boot.
absolutely. So this might as well be a single because Hamad would want to keep the strike. Oh, that's a dot ball as well. This is incredible spell from Adnan Yarkhan. Take a bow, Adnan, because 4 overs, 27. It's just an economy of 7 and 3 wickets. This is incredible.
Great to see him step up, especially one of your premier bowlers has been banned from bowling. Someone has to take that extra pressure, and I think Adnan bowled brilliantly today.
Absolutely. So the gamble definitely working on this occasion.
3 more overs to go. The last 2 overs has been relatively quiet when compared to what we have seen so far in the power play and after the power play.
Absolutely. Ever since Adnan came into the bowling attack, even the opposite ends, the runs were not bleeding much, except for that Somindas over that went to almost 16 run over.
Abdullah Qadri coming from the other end, 3 more overs to go. From here, anything less than 230. I was thinking 240, but I think we need to sort of revise the score to, I would say, anything above 230.
Yeah,
Last 2 overs are relatively quiet, Sri.
absolutely.
And see, while we are talking about cricket exploding in big way, there is also a lot of opportunities for good commentators like you. There is an invitation for commentators for the Masters tournament, and I think you should apply for it.
Yeah, when I was actually doing it for the first time in the Bolingbroke Premier League tournament, sometime in 2013, I've got a Singapore Association, Cricket Association, reach out to me. That was a lucrative offer, but when you don't consider these things full time, it's just hard to make time for these things. This time Najmi trying to go and Abhinay Baki. Oh my goodness, that's a drop catch.
And
Ends up being a boundary.
Adding insult to the injury, it ends up being a boundary.
Yeah, all of these is salt in the wound. I don't see Abhi dropping too many. One of the fantastic fielders you will see in the entire Midwest, not just in Chicagoland. This is just pressure. Oh, this is really, really good ball. Even the previous one was a good ball. He should have easily taken that. Wonder what happened there. Probably it's not easy to sight the ball exactly when it's right behind the light. I mean, when the lights are right behind the ball, and if you see from Abhi's angle, the tower light, which is right in the center, is right opposite to him in the ball. So it's not easy. So Najmi now placing it towards the mid wicket. Oh my goodness. That was fielded with the leg there. Still should get two. So that's almost 199, one run away from 200. And Najam Iqbal, look at him, 23 from 11, 209 strike rate. Haven't seen him doing that too often. That's good keeping from Lahiru. Lahiru Milanta, Sri Lankan international player. Excellent batsman. A lot depends on him tonight as they end up chasing about 220.
It's good to see people from a lot of South Asian countries, Pakistan. We have people from Pakistan, India, and Sri Lanka playing. And I won't be surprised if some of them end up playing for US.
Yeah, definitely. The US cricket, the reason it's not developing is because they always import talent. They've never focused all these years, they haven't focused on growing their in home talent.
Add to that, a lot of politics between the USA cricket, the various associations. I think
I don't speak about politics much, I don't even care, but the end goal for anybody who's a cricketer, as a cricketer, you want to make sure that the future of cricket is there. You want to enjoy cricket even watching. You want US to participate in the qualifiers, beat the qualifiers, get into that international stage. You've got to have that quality. So there's a desperate appeal from Ali Kadri. He thinks that was a plum. He's talking to the umpire. There's no point talking to the umpire.
if you see Sri, there's a lot of effort going on to improve the cricket facilities as well as bring in more international players. That creates the awareness amongst the locals, and that's one of the ways to entice the local Americans to start playing the game. With all the sponsorship, with all the live telecasts coming in, I see there is interest developing, but it's going to take at least few more years for the local Americans to start taking cricket in a more serious manner like they do with baseball or for the soccer or the American football here. Efforts are being made, but I think it will take some more years for it to bear fruit.
Cricket definitely is matured after ICC took over and formed this organization. They've got quality tournaments now, minor leagues, major leagues, but you still see a lot of international players performing in those. You don't see local homegrown talent there yet.
As expected, as we had suggested, the spinner is back for
There
the
you go.
19th over. Let's see how he performs.
Adnan Yar Khan, what an incredible spell he's got. And look at everybody else. Ah, brilliant, brilliant. Good comeback. A single won't hurt. So 202, 11 balls to go. 220 would still be a very, very good total to chase down. It's not easy under the lights, but still a very good chance. At one point, the Qalandars, they were looking at almost 250, 260. But now things have drastically changed. This time, Najmi trying to pull one. The sweep shot coming into play. If IPL has taught anybody anything, that's innovation and annihilation. We have seen both of that tonight quite a bit.
I think Hamad Azam has lost his touch a while. He hasn't scored a boundary in a while. He started off really well, but of late he has not scored a big shot. I hope something is coming in the next couple of balls.
Or even
19th over,
or it could
he
be
has
a
to go
wicket
for it.
as well.
Yeah, he has to go for it.
Yeah. So this is, and I don't blame Najmi because he's also scoring at a strike rate of 171. But what really messed up is that equation from Ahsan Ahmed, him coming up the order, him coming back, that changed the momentum. That 260 now looks 220. And 220, Cardinals will still take on with the kind of batting lineup they have. Because they have very good batting lineup here tonight. Oh, this time Ahmad goes over the extra cover for a 6. What an incredible head this from Hamad.
I think Lahore Qalandars missed the trick by sending Hassan Ahmed back. I
Yeah.
think he'll really slow down the momentum, and I'm sure Lahore Qalandars will feel extremely disappointed if they score anything less than 240, considering how well they went in the initial 10 overs.
Yeah, 240 seems to be a tough score now because it's 18.3 already. You never know. There's 3 balls. Oh, brilliant. Good fielding, good bowling. This is good. If you don't have Hamad, you don't expect a 6. Maybe Najmi is trying to hit hard. He might still get a 4, but he's usually not that 6 hitter. But Hamad, look at him go. Striking at 194. This time he pulls one towards the backward square leg. Fielder getting there. Should only get 1. Good fielding from Rana. What a throw from the deep.
Hamad was never interested in the 2 there. He wanted the strike. Especially
Absolutely.
the last ball, I think he's going to go big. That would be a good finish to the over.
This
That's
time
a
he goes
fantastic
again towards the
shot.
extra cover. Should be a boundary. Yes, it
Fantastic
is.
shot. Beautiful shot.
So that's 215 and 1 over to go. A 15 run over could get them to 230. A 10 run over, 225.
They'll still be disappointed with even if they finish at 230.
230
we were
is the highest score. Now 215 is the highest score in MPL so far.
If you remember, Sri, at the end of 12 overs, they were 148. And we were thinking if they end up doubling the score, it was 296.
Yeah.
See where they have sort of, it's way too far away. But still, I'm sure Lahore Qalandars would have taken at the toss, as they said. Would have scored 220, they would have taken it any day, any time.
Oh yeah, 220 is a very, very good score. It's never easy to score 200, to chase down 200
Under the lights.
under the lights. But you never know. You've got Lahiru Milanta, you've got Arvind Cheru, you've got Aminai Baki, who can score big and fast. There's also Sampath, there is Deep Chand Pinnaka. It's 5 batsmen right there. And you have Adnan Yar Khan, who can hit big towards the end.
I don't know who is the equivalent of Saad Ali in their team. I know they all hit boundaries.
If there
but
is
I don't know who
anybody,
is a big hitter like Saad Ali, who was
there
clearing
is
it big.
one. He's not playing today. I'm quite surprised that he's dropped.
Was that you, Sri?
No,
I thought that was you. I've seen you hit some crazy big sixers.
I still believe on this ground, I still hold the record of the fastest century in the Hanover Park. I scored 102 of 35 deliveries. I believe that's in the Abid Lahiri night tournament.
When you were an youngster?
I believe that was in 2015 or 16. So I'm still a youngster. So maybe
You aren't supposed to laugh at your own jokes, Sri.
But I think it's Izrarul Haq. They're missing him tonight.
Shot.
What a shot. Should be taken.
No.
Oh, that's a
No.
drop catch, but he was, I believe he was already outside.
That was always going for a 6.
What a clean hit. And
That was always
what,
going for a 6.
and what torture it is for the bowlers tonight. They are completely annihilated from every angle except for Adnan Yar Khan. Everybody got annihilated. And what's surprising is there's 7 overs. I believe that's 8 bowlers bowled today. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 8 bowlers bowled. And there's only 3 wickets gone, and all 3 gone for Adnan Yar Khan. There's nobody who's taken a wicket. Oh, this time there's a certain appeal. Umpire's not convinced for some reason. He thinks the ball is pitching outside leg. He's a right-hand batsman.
That was a painful blow to his knees.
Yeah, definitely. When you sweep one, you get it on the thigh.
That's a risk you take for playing that shot. The good part is he's just got 2 more balls to play and he can then sub out as an impact substitute. If that's what you need.
But I believe they don't want to have Hamad Azam sit out. He's an incredibly good catcher and a fielder and also a bowler. This time he goes one straight.
Is that a boundary?
No, fielder gets there. They'll still get 2. And Hamad will retain the strike. So that's 1 ball to go. That's 224 already.
A 6 would be a grand finish.
A dot ball would be giving a competitive total. Hope for Chicago Cardinals.
The confidence between a 224 and a 230. I like your confidence.
Well, 230 always seems bigger. 225 seems okay. That's the reason why you see all these branded prices saying $99 instead of 100. It's that psychology. That's a dot ball, as I said. So that's a good comeback. 225 to chase now. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back for the second innings to see Cardinals chase down 225, a mammoth total that was set here tonight.
Sri, thank you so much for the wonderful company. I'll see you on the other half of the game.
Thank you so much, Ranga. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be one of the most interesting chases tonight if Cardinals end up chasing 225. It's going to be a really, really interesting chase tonight. It's never easy to chase under the lights. So Lahiro Milanta along with Arvind Cheru opening the innings. Oh, brilliant. Placing it towards the point. Oh, missing the pickup there. It was right into that short square leg fielder. Slightly backish. The fielder chasing it. Just couldn't pick up the ball. A direct hit could have been closer for Arvind Cheru. Hamad Azam did really well with the batting here tonight. Now he's back into the bowling. So interesting field setup. There is a wideish third man and then there is a deep backward square leg. So you can see that they have a strategy already. They know Arvind Cheru, he likes to pull towards the backward square leg. And he also likes playing towards the backward point. So it's going to be an interesting game because now Arvind Cheru's two best spots have fielders there. Oh, this time he pulls one. It's... Oh, it was... Oh my goodness. Mahmood Chowdhury, he was right there. He just couldn't sight the ball. He was shouting, I can't see the ball, I can't see the ball as the ball was traveling to him. Kind of a funny moment there. So look at that field setup though. That's exactly what I was talking about. Arvind Cheru likes playing towards the backward square leg. So now they're changing the field. Charit Daggubati coming towards the backward square leg. He's a very good fielder and an excellent catcher. And then there is a wideish third man. So what's surprising is, in front of the wickets, there's nobody outside 30. So Arvind Cheru tries to pull this one towards the square leg, will only get one. So that's good start so far. A steady start for the Cardinals and also very, very good bowling from the Lahore Qalandars here tonight. So the current run rate 6, the required run rate 11.4. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Wonderful bowling this one from Hamad. It's just sticking to that offline, bowling it full. And with his pace, he's got a third man. So that's smart, good first over. Just 4 runs coming off it. So the required run rate, they've got to keep a tab on this. So if they don't keep a tab on this one, then they're going to soon realize that the required run rate keeps climbing to 12, 12.5 and 13. All of a sudden it becomes really difficult. All right, so there's a change in the bowling now. Ali Shafiq into the attack. He's gonna bowl to Arvind Cheru in a man in form. Oh, this time he pulls one. Sorry, he tries to hit it towards the mid wicket. Didn't quite time it. Lucky to get away with on that occasion. Just placing it towards the mid on area. No harm done. Oh, what a shot this is. There's a faint sound. Yes, that's the end of Arvind Cheru. What quick pace that from Ali Shafiq. Gets a wicket right off the second ball. Arvind Cheru doesn't think there was an edge on it. There was a sound for sure. Not quite sure where it generated from. Arvind Cheru is just not happy. There was a sound that was heard by the entire ground, including the commentary box. Not quite sure what happened there. Probably a faint edge that Arvind did not realize. This is a terrific start for the Lahore Qalandars. They did everything right with the batting. Now they're doing everything right with the bowling. Cardinals, they have a mammoth total to chase tonight. It's going to be interesting. Current run rate just 3.4 and the required run rate 11.7. As long as they keep it under 12, at any point they're good. It's not easy to score 12 runs every over. That means they have got to hit at least 1-6 or a boundary every over. So Kush Ganji into the attack. Kush Ganji plays a lot of local cricket. Couldn't quite explode and perform to his potential in the Premier Leagues. Oh boy. Is he gonna be Kush Ganji's tonight? Because this kid, he's lethal when he's unleashed. Scored a couple of 150s in the local leagues already with some with some premier teams. Oh, that's fast. Down the leg though. Should be a wide. Yes, it is. Wide signal by the umpire. So those free runs, they'll need a lot of those. Definitely will need a lot of those here tonight. As Cardinals set up the anchor to chase that 225 highest total so far in the Midwest Premier League. Might even be one of the highest totals for years to come, because these totals are they're not easy. What an incredible ball this one, pitching it in the good length and raising it for the batsman. That's exactly what Arvind Cheru tried to do. He tried to swing on that occasion. Maybe there was a faint edge. Usually Manu, a very, very good umpire, was very good with the LBWs in the first half of the game. If he's given it out, then definitely he's heard it. He's sure about it. It was audible even to the commentary box, but Arvind Cheru, he didn't think it was out. A batsman always says that, because in the heat of the moment they probably don't realize that it edged them, especially when you play with a couple of grips. Kind of gets visible when you add another grip and make it a 3 grip to play, then you don't sense much on the bat. Oh, brilliant by Kush. Very well defended. Good, quick running between the wickets. Lairu Milanta. He was fast to take that single. So 2 more balls to go. Run rate still 6 for 1. And the required run rate almost 11.9. So Ali Shafiq, terrific first over. Got the mighty wicket of Arvind Cheru, who's been on a song this entire season. So now there is a deep square leg, and then there's a deep wideish third man. Oh, good ball again. What a ball this is. He's generating some serious pace here tonight, Ali Shafiq. What an incredible pace that he's generating. As you can see, the ball's traveling to the keeper after he's released it from his hand in less than 0.5 seconds. Tells you the reaction time for the batsman to decide and play is about 0.25, 0.2 seconds, which is 1/5 of a second. Not easy, not easy at all. This time he drives one towards the long off, should get two. Yes, he will. Good running between the wickets. So Lairu Milanta has played international Sri Lankan cricket. He should be used to this kind of pace, and he's taking it easy. He's looking comfortable. So at the end of 2 overs, Chicago Cardinals 8 for 1. They'll require a run rate of 12.1 now. The run rate's gone over 12. Because they're scoring at a current run rate of 4. There's still good batting order. So there's still Kush Ganji at the crease along with Lairu Milanta. Apart from these two, you still have Deepchand Pinaka, Sampath Reddy Baraji. You have Abhinay Baki. You have Adnan Yar Khan, who's bowled an excellent spell tonight. Probably the only person who's taken wickets, and he's taken all 3 of them. They should have picked Israrul Haq here tonight. That would have made the difference for the Cardinals. Israr can really bat well. Oh, brilliant shot this one from Kush. This time he's got enough room to put it away towards the extra covers. Should be too easy. So Kush Ganji now trying to get his eye in. He's middled that one to perfection. These 2s and 1s, they don't hurt much as long as there's no 1 per over in the form of a boundary. This time he just flicks it towards the fine leg. Oh, should get 1. Yes, it will. Even a direct hit would not have been close because Lairu Milanta is fast and he's already inside the crease by the time the ball has passed the wickets. So good bowling this from Hamad Azim. Bowling at an economy of 5.3 and Ali Shafiq at an economy of 4. International class at display here tonight. Sheer brilliance and elegance at execution. Brilliant. This time Lairu just placing it towards the third man. The third man's in the deep. There's got to be some work. Some dirty laundry here tonight. The ground's wet. There's gonna be dives, there's gonna be saves. There's definitely gonna be a good laundry bill for the Lahore Qalandars here tonight. It's not an easy game. Oh, brilliant. Oh, Kush Ganji just dropping it right by that wicket for that single. He knows the fielders are pretty deep. Not easy, not easy at all. So there hasn't been a boundary so far in the Cardinals innings. It's almost like deja vu. So the Cardinals, they've annihilated the Chicago Tornadoes yesterday. Almost looks like the Cardinals are in the Tornadoes' shoes and the Qalandars are wearing the Cardinals' shoes tonight. Oh, that's edged. What a brilliant effort from the keeper. A full dive. Just couldn't get to the reach of the ball. Could have been a close shave for Lahiru Milanta here tonight. Oh boy. That's edged. Just a little wideish from the keeper. Still went for a full dive. What a brilliant display. They've got to go for it at some point. Power play. If not in the power play, when? Oh, brilliant. This time it's played towards the fine leg for the first boundary. Excellent batting from Kirsch. This time he's read the ball nicely. It's a slower one. A little shorter of the good length. And he's picked it and put it away towards the fine leg. Just simply showing the direction. Just sheer brilliance. So at the end of third over, Cardinals 18 for 1. They reach a current run rate of 6, but they'll still have a mammoth total to chase. They still need 207 in 17 overs. Never easy. You've got to make best use of the power play. You win or lose, doesn't matter. You've got to make sure in the power play in the first 6 overs, you've got to score that 50. Wicket gone doesn't matter, because it will still keep you in the chase. Because at the end of the power play, you end up at current run rate of 6. And you know you're chasing a mammoth total of almost 13.5 runs per over. Oh, brilliant Yorker, this one from Ali Shafiq. Look at that. Just look at that. Brilliant. The batsman just falling down, trying to play that. This is good. So the Lahore Qalandars, they bank on Saad Ali and Hamad Azam quite a bit. And they have come and rose to the occasion here tonight. Oh, this time Lahiru comes down the track. The third man was right there. Just couldn't watch the ball. It's not easy to eye the ball under the lights. Had it been a day, it would have been a lollipop. But at night, in these lights, it's never easy. The lollipop becomes a chicken drumstick at night. Just can't see that. Still going. Cardinals still going at almost 6 runs per over. Oh, that's a slower one towards the leg. Should be a wide. Yes, it is. It's wide signal by the umpire. These runs, they are a sight to sore eyes, really. The singles and the boundaries are drying up. You get an extra, all of a sudden your eyes glow up. Sitting in the dugout, such a sight to sore eyes. Oh, brilliant pace again. On this occasion, Lahiru just dropping the ball inside the crease. Trying for that single. Kushganji is fast. Both these batsmen, they run fast. Super fit athletes. They've got to figure out a way to score that one-odd boundary and over and focus on the singles and doubles before it gets too tighter. Right now, so when you bat first, it almost feels like you're wearing a perfect size shirt. But when you chase, it almost feels like you're wearing a small shirt, even though you're a large. Kind of becomes unbreathable. The pressure, the lights, the dew, everything adds to that. Oh, brilliant shot towards the square leg. The fielder right there. What brilliant field placement from Lahore Qalandars here tonight. It was a short ball pulled away and put it towards the backward square leg. Just for a single. You see the field there. Now for the lefty, there's a deep square leg again. And the third man, a little wideish. Look at the confidence. I would love to see this kind of a field when I bat because I love playing straight down the ground. Oh, brilliant again. You only need a helicopter shot to play those Yorks. He's just hitting that block hole so hard, so fast. He's digging a hole right there. Just not letting the batsman to free his arms, go get under the bat. So get under the ball. So this time so 201 required in 16.1 overs. Oh, should be a wide. No, it's not. With that pace, maybe the bat came in a little slower. So that's the end of the fourth over, and Cardinals 24 for 1. They've stabilized after that fall of quick wicket of Arvind Chervu. So Kush Ganji playing it on 10 from 8. Strike rate of 125, and Lahiru Milanta 9 from 12 at a strike rate of 75. Somebody's got to start accelerating before it gets too late. You come late to the party on a Friday night, nothing's gonna help. This is incredible batting by Lahiro Milanta. Smart batting, really smart batting. You hit for a six, you place one towards the covers, get off strike. This is international class for you, ladies and gentlemen. So they'll definitely look to attack Sai Charit now. Because Hamad Azam, he's bowled an excellent spell so far. He might as well continue and finish off his overs. Ali Shafiq just bowled two. Because they know if it goes down to the wire, you will need somebody like Ali Shafiq towards the end to protect that last thrilling chase. Abhinay Baki into the attack, playing at a strike rate of 200. Lahiro with that 6 is playing at a strike rate of 100. It's going to be an interesting contest because Abhinay Baki, he's seen a lot of Charit Guwahati. Oh, this time he flicks one towards the fine leg. Should just get one. Yes, he will. So Lahiro Milanta, a lot depends on him tonight. He's got to score the big ones here tonight. International player. His team, the sponsors, everybody has flown him from a distance. And he's got to go the distance. Oh, good ball from Sai Charit. He's released it at the last second. He's watched Lahiro coming down the track. Adjusted the length to the good length from where the batsman ended up after coming down the track. Brilliant bowling, completely surprising the batsman on that occasion. Oh, this time Lahiro tries to pull one. Might well as well be a wide. Yes, it is. So at the Knights, having a pink shirt for the umpire is probably not a good idea. They should be wearing black really. Lucky for Lahiro, umpire Manohar is wearing a black sweater. Oh, this time he pulls one towards the backward square leg. Yes, it's a boundary. Incredible batting from Lahiro. They're starting to accelerate now. They've got to do a lot of these because the required run rate is touching 13 runs per over. 6 overs, 46 for 2. The run rate's picked up. They're going at a current run rate of 7.7 now. They've got to accelerate more, bring the required run rate to 10 runs per over, and then keep hitting the 10 runs per over. So somebody's got to play a blinder. A Rinku Singh innings, a quick fire 20 ball 50, a 25 ball 50. Who's going to do that for the Cardinals tonight? Because somebody's got to do it. Because these strike rates of 110 and 133 are not going to help much. So at the end of the power play, Chicago Cardinals 46 for 2. Sorry about the brief break, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the brief break, ladies and gentlemen. So Lairo Milanta now starting to accelerate. So the crease was not a little visible, so they needed a chalk to mark the crease. So that was a brief interruption. But now Cardinals picking up on the run rate. They've gone to 8.3, the required run rate 12.8. Still a lot to do here. He tries to pull one towards the mid wicket. Abhinay AB might even get two. Now the bowler himself running there. So Sai Charit continuing the attack. He went a little expensive in his first over, but a good first ball now. So the over rate has been slow tonight. The game's gonna be delayed for sure. It's 9:30 already. 13 overs to be bowled. Brilliant batting this from Lahiro, just sensibly placing it towards the gully. Gets off strike. Abhinay Baki just playing at a strike rate of 100. Strike rate is never an issue for him because he can pull all of the strike rate in the world in just one over. He's that good. Oh, this time he places one towards extra cover right into the hands of the fielder. It's a good bowling, good over so far from Sai Charit. Just 2 runs coming off his 3 deliveries. Oh, that's a slow ball right in front of the wickets, and yes, that signaled out. That's a big wicket of Abhinay Baki. That was a slower one. Got right in front of the wicket. Oh boy. This is not good. There's a lot that was on Abhinay Baki's hand tonight. $60 for 3 now in 7.4. This has been a terrific over from Sai Charit. Just 2 runs and a wicket. The 4 balls he's bowled. That's a big wicket. So the top 3 wickets now losing except for Lahiru. It's going good. So there's still Sampath Reddy Baraji. There's still Suresh Kohli, Deepchand Pinaka, Adnan Yar Khan. And then there's Datta Prakash. So they still have 4-5 batsmen. Somebody's got to anchor it. Somebody's got to do something about it for sure tonight. what I liked about the Cardinals game yesterday is the intent and the attitude with which they played. You see 225, you've got to know that okay, you are chasing 225 for sure, but you've got to bat like it's your first batting. Take the pressure off. You know the equation. It keeps coming to you from the scorecard, from your fielders, from umpires, everywhere. So you forget about that. Focus on your game. Play like it's the first innings. Play positive. Play aggressive. And before you realize, you'll be closer. Oh, that's good shot by Sampath Reddy. Placed it towards the mid wicket. Oh, that's a good throw as well. There was a two, but Lyro did not want to take chances because there's been a wicket already in this over. So Lairo Milanta currently playing a lone warrior game here tonight. He's 41 of 29. Sampath Reddy Baraji 3 of 5. So Lairo Milanta has picked up his run rate for sure. The current run rate 7.9, but the required run rate 14.2. Somebody's got to play a wild innings tonight if they were to make it up. Oh, slower one this time. Sampath getting low on that, but waited for the shot. They'll get 2 for sure. There's a misfield in the deep. So 76 for 3 in 9.3. As you can see, that made the entire difference. So the Lahore Qalandars at the end of 10 overs were 125, 50 runs ahead of the Cardinals. Somebody's got to play that innings, that wild innings, that blinder to pull that run rate back. Unless somebody's going to do that, it's not going to be an easy ask. Oh, that's good bowling from Sai Charit. Sai Charit's first over is gone for 12. He's still going expensive in terms of the economy. He's been hit at almost 10 runs per over. But 10 runs per over is still good in this game. Because the required run rate... Oh boy. Good bowling. This time it's a slower one now. Sampath Reddy's got to go for it now. There's only 10 overs left. There's just 61 balls left. And they need to score 149. Almost 15 runs per over now. I wonder what the Cardinals batsmen are doing tonight. Oh, this time he pulls one towards extra cover. Might get 2. Yes, they should. Oh, good throw. What a throw. All these players here from the deep, they're throwing right into the keeper's hand. Incredible to watch. So at the end of 10 overs, Chicago Cardinals 78, requiring a run rate of 14.7 because they're currently playing at 7.8. 147 needed in 60. There's still some good amount of batsmen left for the Cardinals, but the intentions gone, way gone. Right from the first ball, the intention was never there. This time Lahiro pulls one towards the mid-wicket. Should only get 1. These ones are definitely not going to hurt. The intention's really surprising though. You've got to go for it. Wonder at what point will the Cardinals start showing some intention. You play like this with this intention, you're already giving up. There you go. You need to see some of those. Doesn't matter because when fortune favors the brave, so you go for these things and all of a sudden luck will favor you. This time Sampath just hitting one a skyer towards the extra cover, ball falling safe in front of the extra cover fielder. And mind you, it's never easy to judge a catch in these lighting conditions. If it's a skyer, there's 90% chances the catch will be dropped. Because the ball's gone, you can't sight it once it travels above the lights. So you've got to take your chances and materialize on it. So Najmi, the captain himself, pretty animated tonight. You don't see him this animated usually in any of the games. But tonight he's a captain, so this got a lot of animation. Sampath is trying to play towards a point for a single, but could not get even that single. At this point, it almost looks like Cardinals is just trying to play for the run rate. Maybe want to score about 150, 160. There you go. At least Sampath started showing some intention. There's got to be a lot of that. And you also got to connect along with it. So you don't connect it, you're gone. That's brilliant keeping. Brilliant keeping. The umpire's not convinced that it's an out. Oh, looks like he's given it. For a minute, it didn't look like he's given it, but looks like he did. So that's the end of Sampath Kumar. So look at that replay. Yeah, it looks like he came forward and tried to pull back. And yes, looks like the umpire gave it. So that's a big blow yet again. So this intention I keep talking about, when you play these big games, know that it's never the run rate that actually troubles you. It's the intention that troubles you. If the other team scored so many runs, you have every bit of a capability playing in this league to score those runs. You've got to believe in yourself and play positive. You look at that run rate and start playing tentative is when you already gave up. You've lost the match before it's began with these intentions. Sampath Reddy played a brilliant innings yesterday. Couldn't rise up to the occasion tonight. It's never easy chasing, but still there's got to be some big ones. So Lahiru scored 42 of the 81 that the Cardinals scored so far. Oh, this time he slaps one down the ground. Oh, Lahiru wanted to, but look at that throw. Just look at those throws, those rocket throws coming in from the boundaries. Haven't seen him in this tournament so far. Incredible team that the Lahore Qalandars has put in. What a shot. What a shot from Kohli. Suresh Kohli is at least making the intentions right clear. 2 runs. You've got to keep doing that again and again. 2 runs coming off that over, off that ball. Hamad Bakshi into the attack. Oh, this time so Kohli comes down the ground and hits one straight down the ground. Yes, it's a boundary. There you go. Suresh Kohli making the intentions absolutely clear. Some momentum now. It's gonna get interesting as these come many more. So 137 required now of 51. Suresh Kohli currently striking at 300. Umpire doesn't think it's a wide. It's a wide York, looks like. It's more fuller. Oh, this time Suresh Kohli hits one towards the downtown. Long on, just gets one. This is good batting from Suresh Kohli. He's making the intentions clear. So at the end of 12 overs, Chicago Cardinals 18-9 for 4. They'll now need a required run rate of 17, which means they need 2 big hits every over. Still doable. Somebody's got to do that. 136 required from 8 overs. 8 overs, 80 runs seems to be a mighty task usually in these conditions. You've got to score 56 runs over that. So it's surprising to hear from the Cardinals dugout. They're saying strikey, strikey, which means they are yelling. They're asking Suresh Kohli to give the strike to Lahore. And Suresh Kohli is striking at 175, whereas Lahore is striking at 134. Gotta be some strategy tonight. Something that baffles me for sure. Oh, this time Suresh Kohli trying to hit one again. It's just not connecting the ball. It's surprising. The same batsmen, when they bat first, they connect everything. It's just the pressure of hitting every ball. They're not watching the ball, they're just trying to strike it. There you go. It's almost an action replay now. That's 3 dot balls in a row. It's been a joke now. This time he tries to block one, and that's a dot ball yet again. So when you're needing 18.5 runs per over, you face 4 dot balls in a row. This time he comes down the track and the keeper misses it, so they'll get a 1 by. Oh, thank God it's not the last ball, because Suresh Kohli will keep the strike. So now what is Lahore going to do? Will he try to set the equation right by hitting a big one? Or is he going to take a single and keep the strike? Interesting contest this. Oh, that's a faster one. It's a faster one, and the ball has a bounce. So at the end of 13 overs, Chicago Cardinals 90 for 4. Required run rate of 19.3. So it's pretty much done. It's just doing the honors at this time. Thanks to our sponsors, S6 Cricket, Pro Gear, Desi Tadka, Masala Twist. The twist that you get along with the biryani from Desi Tadka. And our special thanks to Yash Technologies for being the best partner. Ahmad Bakshi continuing the attack. This time Suresh Kohli goes down the track towards the long on, just a single. So the aerial shots have just dried up. The singles are becoming difficult now. Oh, this time Lahiru takes one toward. Oh, that's a drop catch, and that's a boundary. That was right into the hands of the deep square leg. What's happening? I thought that was a 4 there. But the fielder doesn't think it's a 4. That's a drop catch for sure. So they got 3 runs now. That was hit nicely right of the middle of the bat. Oh, this time Suresh Kohli, he goes up in the air. Falls safe, just 1 run. Lahiru strikes 1 towards the long off. Only gets 1. So at this time, Lahore Qalandars just playing for fun. They're just making merry, mockery, everything there. Suresh Kohli strikes 1 towards the long off. Just 1 run there again. Lahiru comes down the track and hits 1 straight down the ground towards the long on. Will get 1 again. What an excellent over this from Hamad Bakshi. Hamad just bowling at an economy of 8, and Najam Iqbal, what a spell he's had. 4 overs, 1 maiden, 19 runs and 1 wicket. Leading his team from the front in batting and in bowling. So 127 required in 6 overs. Yesterday, Cardinals won by a margin of 83 runs. And today, they are scoring at a strike rate of 7, the required run rate of 21.2. So Adnan Yar Khan getting ready. Deepchand Pinaka already sitting in the dugout, ready to come in. So there's still a lot of batsmen, but the intention's missing clearly tonight. 127 required of 36, and still you don't see those aerial shots. One now. Is that the beginning of something special? What a head by Lahiru. Took it on the full and put it away towards the mid wicket for a 6. Ali Shafiq, and that's 50 up for Lahiru Milanta. Ali Shafiq, he's bowled an excellent 2 overs so far from the street end. Now he's coming in from the park end. In the first ball, Lahiru Milanta takes it on the full and hits for a 6. So Lahiru Milanta is probably the only batsman who scored at a strike rate of over 100. Oh, brilliant by Lahiru. This time he tried to place it towards the third man, but couldn't quite get to the meat of the bat. Just edging it towards the keeper. So Lahiru Milanta, he should be eyeing the ball now. He can't play those cut shots now. That's not going to help. He has to go big. You bring these international players, they're going to play for stats. Good ball from Ali Shafiq. Lahore trying to come down the track and hit one towards the extra cover. Because there's a big gap. There's just a deep backward point. And there's nobody, not even a long off. It's just a long on. Mid wicket. Deep square leg. Oh, this time that's a beautiful hit from Lahore. This time he takes it on the full and charges it towards the extra covers for a boundary. So 108 is the score after 14.4 overs. So you give Cardinals another 14.4 overs. The run rate still is going to be the run rate still going to be 200. I mean, the score still going to be 216. So something's happened there. Lahore was not happy. So 117 required of 5.1 now. This time it's a slower one. So Suresh Kohli says no, and Lahore, he wanted a single. That's being selfish there because there was no run there and the direct hit could have been gone. So you don't want to waste away a wicket of Suresh Kohli just because you want strike. Suresh Kohli, he can hit big as well.